GamingBolt presents 15 video game gimmicks we are sick of. As anyone who's been forced to watch a 3D film or fumbled with their touchscreen will tell you, gimmicks can often be annoying. Whatever happened to the good old days of 16-bit graphics, Nirvana, and pizza rolls? The current trends in the gaming industry are all well and good, but here are 15 video game gimmicks that we're just plain sick of. Motion controls. Motion controls always seemed gimmicky from the outset. It didn't help that the majority of the first wave of games that utilized them were fairly shallow. Yes, we had fun with Wii Sports, and Kinect was kind of decent in some ways. Nowadays, though, PlayStation Move is pretty much a mainstay for the PlayStation VR users, and the Switch's Joy-Cons are for boxing in arms or attempting to play games with a friend. To say motion controls have fallen from their once revolutionary threshold is an understatement. PlayStation Camera. Again, it's neat and all for the PlayStation VR users, but is there really any other point to the PlayStation Camera? Sony has been pushing its gaming camera tech ever since the iToy and PlayStation Eye, both of which were spectacularly underwhelming. The PlayStation Camera was seemingly doomed to the same fate until PSVR gave it a new lease on life. Somewhat. It's still kind of just there, for better or worse. Touchscreen controls. No, we're not saying that touchscreen tech is awful, or even that using a stylus to tap objects on a screen like the 3DS is bad. We're talking about throwing your controls onto a touchscreen and expecting it to mimic the same feel as real buttons. Several smartphone games attempt this, and it's downright uncomfortable. Transmedia. Transmedia involves using multiple different mediums to tell a story. Case in point, the live-action Quantum Break show crossing over with the game. Yes, it was the one game, but there's other transmedia practices that you might have heard of, and one that's still prominent. Augmented reality games, or ARGs. There's one going on for No Man's Sky, and who could forget the infamous Sombra ARG? We're probably just sick of ARGs, though we'll go with transmedia as a whole in case someone pulls another Majestic. Loot boxes. Call of Duty popularized the supply drop phenomenon, aka offering boxes with goodies governed by RNG, which actually kickstarted with Team Fortress 2's Manconomy in 2010. Sometimes you received guns of different rarities, other times you got emblems. Overwatch's loot boxes are probably the best current example though, especially since they offer cosmetic items only. Since then, Destiny, Lawbreakers, Heroes of the Storm, Injustice 2, and so on offer loot boxes of some sort. Are they really better because they're cosmetic? We'll let you decide, but can we please just get another reward mechanism already? Layers of RNG. Loot boxes and supply drops are both governed by the same POCs, honestly, RNG or random number generators. However, RNG has several dastardly hands in a number of games, affecting the loot you get in games like Diablo 3 or Destiny, the quality of loot in titles like The Division, and whether it's even useful to you or not. But hey, people like carrots to chase after, and it keeps them playing some games forever. When you don't get that one drop you so desperately want after thousands of hours though, what more can you blame than RNG? Aggressive microtransactions. Microtransactions wouldn't be successful if they were so universally despised. That's because there are tasteful ways of implementing them. Games like, say, Dungeon Keeper Mobile go the other way, constantly pushing you to pay for expanding your dungeon. Certain mobile games and free-to-play MMOs continue to push microtransactions for getting the most out of their experience, and it's beyond annoying at this point. Games with celebrities. What do Kim Kardashian and Gordon Ramsay have in common? They've all lent their celebrity presence and names to some truly horrible mobile games. And hey, we're not faulting these celebrities because it's all marketing to them. However, whether it's Kim Kardashian Hollywood or Gordon Ramsay Dash, we could do without some of the more infamous celebrity games. Not that they'll be stopping anytime soon. Collectible toy-based games. There are plenty of people who like the Skylanders franchise and the figure collecting behind it. They collect amiibos and like unlocking something in their favorite games. Granted, I would appreciate Nintendo not locking small little bonuses for Zelda Breath of the Wild within amiibos, but hey, I can still enjoy the game. But when you look at Ubisoft's upcoming Starlink Battle for Atlas, it makes this such a centrally required component to the point where a friggin' ship is fixed to your controller and loadouts are changed by modifying the figurine. Just why? Premium currency. Honestly, premium currency can be a weird situation in some games. Full price games like For Honor lock emotes, executions, new heroes, gear packs, you name it behind Steel, which would have taken exorbitant amounts of time to farm and spend on all heroes, though Ubisoft has since increased the in-game payout for Steel. Publishers need to make their money, we get it, but premium currency will continue to rub us the wrong way. Escort missions. Our planet is changing every day. The gaming industry is evolving as we speak, and major changes are afoot within our own bodies even if we don't know it. Even with all of this change, on a grand or microscopic scale, nothing will stop games from including another damn escort mission. It's bad enough when their AI is dumb as bricks, but why are some of the NPCs powerless as well? Poorly implemented QTE'S. When a QuickTime event or QTE is done right, it can add levity to a situation. However, when implemented like Castlevania Lords of Shadows Titan Battle, Ninja Gaiden 3, or Resident Evil 4, they can be downright irritating. Even if some games handle QTEs better these days, there's no denying that when that button prompt pops up when least expected and you fail, it can be a major buzzkill. Accessories for accessories. At one point, Sony marketed a gun for Killzone 3 that you could fit the PlayStation Move inside. This assault rifle-like deal was bizarre to say the least. Flash forward to now and we still have accessories upon accessories. PlayStation VR needs PlayStation Move and a PlayStation camera to work. Enough already. Pre-order bonuses. Do you want access to this spiffy new map that's not in the base Call of Duty game? How about that new Destiny 2 exotic Cold Heart? That's the only weapon of its kind and won't be accessible in-game till several months later. Pre-order bonuses have been around a long time to incentivize, well, pre-orders. It may be pointless to complain about how annoying it is when you want to wait for reviews but could potentially miss out on a neat bonus because you didn't pre-order the game beforehand. Survival games. DayZ, Rust, H1Z1, Ark Survival Evolved, and yes, even PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Survival games will seemingly never die. You'll get dinosaurs and zombies and Battle Royale and whatnot. Some of these games will stay in early access, others, like Ark, are actually getting released. Still, the bugs, connectivity issues, sociopaths, and just the way survival games play make them the best and worst of gaming at once. The only constant may be change, but survival games will seemingly never die. And that'll be about it for this one. If you guys like what we're doing at GamingBolt, please consider subscribing to our channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video.